here. Are we ready for our lower body blast? As you can see, I have my ankle weights on. As always, you do you. If you don't have ankle weights, this will honestly be just as much of a burn if you don't, trust me. So we're going to come on down to the floor into our side propped position for me. So just take a second to think about those lining ups. Our elbows underneath our shoulder, we're pushing away from the floor, our shoulders are stacked, our hips are stacked, and we're pulling that waist off of the floor as well for me, guys. So, as you can see, my bottom leg is bent. I'm going to extend my top leg, and I'm going to point that toe. I'm going to keep the leg in parallel, which means our knee and our toes are facing towards you. So we go ahead, we tap to the floor, and we lift to about hip height. Now, for reference, these ankle weights are about 4 pounds. So yeah, who would have thought 4 pounds would have been making that much of an effort? But honestly, it really does. But like I said, guys, if you don't have ankle weights, don't you worry, you're going to get just as much of a burn. Good, we have 8. Notice the tempo. 7. I'm not going crazy fast, guys. 6. And 5. Still pushing away from the floor with that elbow. 4. And 3, keep that waist away from the floor. 2. Last one, can we stay lifted? From here, can we bend and flex that foot as we bring the knee to our chest and push it away? So we're keeping that foot flexed the whole time and push it away. So as we push away, I want you to really think about working through that glute. As we're pushing away though, I want to make sure that we're not moving anything else in the body. So those checks are still in place. Our hips are stacked. Our shoulders are stacked, and we're still pushing away from that floor. Good. We have 5, and bringing it in. 4, keep that foot flexed. 3, keeping that leg parallel to the floor. 2, and last one, can we stay fully extended? Can we point the toes? Can we kick the leg forward, and can we sweep it back? Now, as we kick forward, can we keep everything else long? So keeping that chest up proud for me. We have 3, the glutes starting to feel it now. 2, last one, can we swing the leg back and keep it there? Can we reach that arm forward? So we're in this almost arabesque position. And can we pulse that leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we go ahead and bend that leg in? Give it a little bit of love. We're not quite done here. So I want you to lift that top leg up for me. The leg is bent. We're going to come into hip circles from our hip. So we're going to circle it around for me. Good. And we have 10. Beautiful. 9. Less is more here, guys. And 8. Keep the hips stacked. And 7, keep the waist off the floor. And 6. And 5, beautiful. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Can we reverse that for me? Good. For 10. And 9. Are our hips still stacked? 8. Is our elbow still pushing us away from the floor? And 5-ish. 4. I mean, counting's really more optional, isn't it, guys? And 3. And 2. And 1. Can we close it all up? Can we open up? I know I said we were done. I'm a terrible liar. And 8, keeping our hips stacked. And 7, you can hear the Velcro just pulling apart. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, can we stay open and can we pulse that top leg back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close it. Oh, now let's lie onto your back. We're going to come onto a little bit of a stretch. So we're going to bring that working leg, the left leg in my case, we're going to bring that ankle onto the knee. And my goodness, that feels wonderful. However, We're keeping it active, so we're going to bring that right heel on the floor a little closer to your bum, and we're going to exhale as we peel and lift up to the ceiling and melt back down. So yes, we're getting a stretch, but we're also working into that right glute for me. Can we keep that upper body completely relaxed? Good. And we have another 5. And 4. This does feel nice in that left glute though. And 3 more. And 2. Keep the ribs melted down. And 1. Can we stay lifted for me? Can we go ahead and lower the hips an inch and lift an inch? Lower an inch and squeeze and lift. We have 4. Now imagine our tray of Starbucks. We're keeping nice and even. And 3 and 2, almost there. 1 and melt all the way down. Let's go ahead, uncross the legs, hug those legs in, rock up to a seated position, and let's shimmy ourselves around onto that second side. So let's just take a minute to get those checks and balances in place. Our elbow is directly underneath of our shoulder. We're thinking about pushing away from the floor, lifting that waist up off the floor. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is extended. In parallel, so our knees and our toes are facing forward. We tap down to the floor and we lift up to hip height. As we lower and we lift, and we have 8. Lovely control here. 7. Think about real purposeful movement. 6. Good. 5, almost there. And 4. And 3. And 2. Last one, can we stay lifted up to hip height? Flex the foot, bend the knee, draw it to our chest, still keeping everything long, and push it away. So as we're pushing it away, as always, we're creating that resistance here. Good. We have 8 and bend to bring it in. 7, are we still keeping that leg in parallel? And 6, we don't want to be turning up to the ceiling. And 5, being strict with keeping parallel to the floor at all times. 4 more. And 3 more, push away from the floor. And 2 more. Last one, can we keep fully extended? Can we point the toes? Can we sweep forward and can we sweep it back? So we feel a little bit of that waist in here as well, guys. As we're kicking our leg forward, we're keeping length in our torso. We're thinking of anchoring that tailbone to the wall behind us. So it's not like we're kicking a football and our whole body comes with it. We have 5, almost there, and 4, and 3. Those glutes is protesting, and 2. Last one, can we keep our leg back? Can we reach the opposite arm forward? Can we pulse that leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we bring everything in? Give that glute some love for me. Now, not quite done. We have those hip circles with a bent leg. We go ahead as we circle for me for 10 and 9. Beautiful. And 8. I have my toe pointed, but you do what feels better for you. Good. And we have 5 and 4. Still keeping our hips stacked. 3 and 2 and 1. Can we reverse that circle for me? For 10 and 9. Lift the waist away from the floor. 8 and 7. Almost there. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we go ahead and stack the legs? Ignore the Velcro pulling away as we open and close. As we open and close. And we have 8, almost there. And 7, it's like nails down a chalkboard. And 6 and 5, keep the hips stacked. 4, oh, that glute saying hello. 3 and 2, and last one, stay back, pulse back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down, give it some love, roll onto your back, as always coming down with control. Let's bring our working leg, our right ankle onto our left knee, relax our shoulders out of our ears, walking that heel of that left heel up towards your bum. Inhale to prepare, exhale, peel and lift up and melting down. Good. Now I'm a little tighter on this glute. You can see my knee doesn't quite open as far, and that's okay. Good. Thinking about challenging it, but without pushing it past the point of good technique. We still want to keep those hips level. Good. And we have another 5, squeezing into that left glute. And 4, almost there. And 3. And 2. Last one, can we stay lifted? Can we lower the hip an inch and lift? So our hips are staying level. We're thinking about tracking our left working leg. We have 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Stay lifted and melt down with control. Go ahead and cross that leg. Let the soles of our feet come together and just let our knees come out to the side for me. Good. Taking a nice deep breath in through our nose and letting it go. Again, that nice deep lateral breathing. And exhale like we're blowing out water through a straw. And last one, take a nice deep breath in and exhale, letting it go. Bring the knees together, legs into the chest, rocking and rolling up. And those words you've been waiting for, you my darlings, are all done, and I will see you next time.